In this quick video, we are going to build a raised garden bed. This bed is huge, cheap, and easy. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere, but it escapes me. Anyways, let's boot up. These beds are pretty simple, which is why they are so great. I cut out all the flim-flam and fluff. This metal siding is strong, hardy, and cheap. It can be used outside for years. These sidings even come cut to length and can be delivered to your home. You might think you want to cut it yourself, but don't do it unless you're ready to deal with razor-sharp edges. You can even choose neat colors, for a premium of course. The aesthetics may be worth it to you though. Now we go on to the posts. Not much to these, just make sure you get these ground contact rated. 4x4 will do the trick. 6x6 is overkill and therefore overpriced for this job. If you are concerned about contamination, you can get the heat treated versus chemical treated. I find myself unconcerned. All we have to do is put it together now. Use self-drilling screws or risk cracking the wood. If you are really concerned about cracking, drill a pilot hole. Follow the instructions on the screw packaging for the pilot hole size, or compare a drill bit size to the screw itself. Place your posts on the ground with a distance between them nearly equal to the length of your siding. Then drape the siding over the posts like so. Slide the siding so that it's flush with the corner of the post. Pull the siding back just to show a sliver of wood. This prevents the metal from sticking out, which can cut or scrape passerby. Now get an impact driver or a screwdriver. If you have a punch, use it to punch a pilot hole in the sheet metal. If you don't have one, just improvise with whatever you have. Yeah, sure, whatever works, man. Now do that at least 6 more times, making sure to keep the siding flush. Now time for the other side. Since the siding is now bolted to a big chunk of wood, we will need to move the free post instead. Maneuver the post so that it looks exactly like the other post. The siding should be just short of flush with the corner. Repeat putting all of the bolts in. Now let's stand the piece up and stow her someplace, because we're going to make another one. It's time for the ends to go on. We will have to stand up the sides. For this step, you will need a friend to help hold the parts up. Well, if you don't have any friends, you can substitute a bag of dirt or something. I don't know. Oh, look, I found a bucket. That's great. That's great. Ooh, he's got a trash can too. That's thinking with your noggin there, buddy. Now jostle the post into place and start driving screws just like last time. Continue until you are all finished. What's genius is that the bed's side hold everything level. The unfinished, unleveled edges of the posts go into the dirt anyway, so who cares? Place the bed into the field near where you want to install it. Pull the bed back just a little bit. Make note of where the legs were.
There we go.
Because this is where our holes are going.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Using the post hole digger as a ruler, note the distance between the bottom of the post to the start of the siding. This is how deep the hole needs to be.
So what I'm doing is I'm measuring.
Once those 2 holes are down, move the bed just past those holes. And you guessed it, dig more holes. Please note, having a farm is an acceptable substitute for a gym membership. Now just drop the bed into the holes, and then backfill the holes. Use water to compress the filler dirt down. Now what really matters about a garden bed is what's in it, so let's get digging. Now we have our empty bed. To fill it, we just need to throw some old rotting logs into the bottom, leave some room between the logs for additions, then yard waste, sticks, and fibers such as straw. Now with compost, an optional layer of cardboard as a root barrier, and finally, store-bought garden soil. The logs, sticks, garden waste, and weeds that we threw into the bottom of our hugelkultur will feed our soil biome, whereas the compost and the garden bed soil on the very top is going to be our growing medium. True engineering does not come from complication or exacting measurements. It comes from knowing exactly what matters and what doesn't matter. It comes from getting the results. We use the siding in our beds as a ruler, a leveler, and a straight edge. We didn't have to take any measurements. We got great results with very little effort. The next and final garden bed video will show you what you can build onto your bed. I hope you learned a lot. The materials you need are down in the description, and I will see you next time.